Well, when you watch the tape, what do you think?
Well, that we played really good in some spurts. We played much improved in some spurts, and that we had some spurts that were not acceptable. And we played more physical than we did the week before against a quality opponent. But like I said, there was peaks and valleys, and we've got to eliminate those valleys and keep working to eliminate some of those mistakes, and so that we can be a much better defense. And there's a lot of we got to get better real quick this week.
Were there fewer of those valleys the second game than the first game?
Maybe. You know, there were the highs were certainly the spurts, the good spurts were certainly much better than some of the good spurts against Utah State. But just really proud of the way that they finished the game. You know, it shouldn't have gotten to that point. We've got to get off the field on third down, and if we do that, I think that it doesn't come to that. But at the same time, you know, they're a quality football team, they're a good football team, and our guys found a way to make enough plays to win. But just like I said, we got to get better in a hurry.
What's been the difference on third down?
Yeah, same.
You know, it's a combination of a couple things, but it's all of us, and I'm not going to pinpoint on any one particular thing. But what's got to happen is we got to make a play, and you know, or I've got to give them a better call or whatever. It's a combination of all of us, and that's something that we're working hard at, because if we get off the field on some of those third and longs, like I said, the tone of the game is completely different. But some of that, you know, some of that credit goes to them, because they got a very experienced, talented group that it's a good team.
With so many young guys, especially up front, is it ever, like, especially on third and long, where they might get a little excited? Are there situations where maybe they're trying to blow up the play and forget about maybe their assignment?
Well, I hope they're getting excited. I hope they're getting excited because they got a chance to get us off the field. Because if we're on the bench, the other team's not scoring any points. But you know, just all the variations that come through that with each call, with the formations, the things that go along with that. Maybe, but there's no excuses. I mean, we just got to do a better job. We got to get it done.
Did you guys Saturday pretty much shut Ballard down for 3 quarters? He had 41 yards going into the fourth quarter, and he had 90-something in the fourth quarter. Did they change? Did y'all change?
Some of both, you know. But I thought we did a good job against him. You know, like you said, for the first 3 quarters, and in the fourth quarter he got loose. But you know, we got to do a better job, and he's a good back.
Talk about playing so many guys. I mean, you rotate 2s in on the second series, both the first 2 games, getting 3s in there. How tough is that to do, knowing that, okay, you're going to give up a little bit here or there, and knowing that it's going to pay off in the end?
Well, you've got to see big picture, you know, and that's just where we are. You know, some of those situations, you're right. You know, we've got to be really careful with how we pick and choose when we insert guys. But you know, we started off the season saying it's going to be defense by committee, and you know, we've stuck to our guns with that, because you know, at some point that depth, the development of depth, is going to pay off, and that's going to be a critical deal, especially in this league. You know, so yeah, you go through some growing pains, but at the same time, I think that, you know, towards the end of the season, you hope everybody stays healthy. But if somebody doesn't, it's not like you're putting a guy in there that hadn't played before, which is really critical, you know, towards the back end of it as well. So it's like I said, you go through some growing pains, but you know, it is what it is, and we're going to continue to work and get better.
Did it actually help you Saturday to cope with having to play 97 snaps, that you had played so many guys at the end?
Yeah, because I tell you what's really as a coach, when you turn on, you watch play 89, you watch play 90, you watch play 96, 97, our kids are playing their rear ends off. They're playing hard. They're still playing physical, and I think that's part of the mindset, which is how they should be playing, not to, because that's how it should go. But at the same time, you know, some of that could be attributed to rolling a lot of people.
Ted, you guys have to be pretty careful when you move that front. You're moving a lot of guys in on the front four, the linebackers. How do you guys actually make the decision to switch personnel? Does Pelton get you on a headset and say, hey, I need to do this, or do you decide?
No, we've got a plan pre-game that this is going to be the rotation. This is when these guys are going in, and we stick to it now, unless there's a situation that comes up, an injury, a certain situation, depending on how many plays we've played. I mean, all the variables that go into it, but we've got a plan going into it for each position. Here's how we're going to rotate. Here's how and we got guys that keep track of how many plays everybody's played. So if I say, okay, how many plays does Darren Bates play, they can tell me right now. And which, you know, come in situations, that's the information you need as a coach, so you can mix and match and do what you need to do to you know, once again in the fourth quarter have as fresh a football team as you can possibly have. To, you know, because we got, I've said it forever, but you know, in order to have a great season, you got to win your close games. And you know, when you lose your close games, you have disappointing years. Whatever your goals or aspirations are for your particular team, so the ability to stay fresh and win games in the fourth quarter is critical.
Speaking of Darren Bates, one of his better games Saturday.
Yeah, he played well. Still got, you know, he's still so new to the position, you know, to the linebacker position, but he played well, and he's got a lot of room for growth too, but he's working at it. He's working at the game off the field really much better than he has, and I think that he's starting to see some of the fruits of his labor. But he's been very productive, because you know that's a different deal, you know, to go play in the box when you've been sitting back there 10 or 12 or 14 yards away from where that ball snapped.
How did El Toro do?
I tell you what, he came in and provided a spark and did some good things, and was pleased with him. Once again, going to continue to work and get better. But you know, coming back, it was good getting back out there.
All right, Coach, thank you.
Sure.